Everybody knows that Apple is the creators and innovators of everything. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So before you comment on this video, I want you to watch the entire video first so you can give your honest opinion in your reply. So just remember that. Watch this entire video first and then you can give your honest opinion for your reply. All right, so let's go. So I wrote down some things on my iPhone XS Max because, I didn't want to touch one of those filthy Android phones like my Note 9 or Pixel or anything like that, or my OnePlus 6T. I didn't want to touch any of those phones because they don't measure up to the iPhone XS Max. So let's get into this video. So some of the reasons that people buy iPhones is because they're snobs. They're snobby people. You know what I'm saying? They crabby. You know what I'm saying? They're snobs. They're above. They're prissy. That's one of the main reasons that people buy iPhones. Another reason is people who buy iPhones have a lot of money. They're rich, pretty much. That's what it is. People who buy iPhones, they are just balling when it comes to the cash flow. They don't got to worry about it because they got enough money. You know what I'm saying? The next thing is people who buy iPhones, they're just smarter than people who buy Android phones. People who buy Android phones are dumb. They don't know about technology. You know what I'm saying? They don't really know. They don't know what a smartphone is. The iPhone XS Max is a smartphone, not a phone like the Galaxy Note 9. You know what I'm saying? No way. It's not a smartphone. People who buy iPhones are just smarter than people who buy Android phones. That's the truth. Another reason is they have more money than people who buy Android phones. People who buy Android phones are poor. You know what I'm saying? They don't have any money. So they can't afford to buy one of these expensive phones right here. But this is chump change to people who buy iPhones because rich, smarter than people who buy Android phones. And, we just got money at our disposal. You know what I'm saying? We're just smarter than people who buy Android phones. That's all it is. Another reason is they have good jobs and, just better jobs than most of the people who buy Android phones. People who buy Android phones are not very bright. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not real smart. That's all it is. And, the people who have iPhones have fantastic jobs. We got college and everything. We took care of our business. That's just what it is. Another reason why people buy iPhones is because we got good credit. Most people who buy iPhones have great credit. They have a really high credit score. People who buy Android phones, have a low credit score. Their credit score is like 550 or like 400. I don't even know what the low credit score numbers are, but I'm assuming it's about 550. That's bad credit. Look on Credit Karma. That's bad credit. That's another thing. Another reason why people buy iPhones over Android phones, it's the in crowd. We're the in crowd. People want to be like us. You know what I'm saying? People who have iPhones, Android users want to be like us, but you can't. If you don't have an iPhone, you're not a part of the in crowd. It's just that simple. It's just what it is. You got to be down in order to have an iPhone. You're part of the in crowd. That's what it is. So another reason is because Android phones are sold at the dollar store, man. And people who buy iPhones don't shop at the dollar store. We wouldn't be caught dead in the dollar store. Who goes to the dollar store? Poor people go to the dollar store. You know what I mean? Like, iPhones cannot be purchased in the dollar store. You can find an Android phone for $5 and activate it right there in the dollar store. Right? So an iPhone user, it's not, that's why we buy iPhones, because we got a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? We better than people who buy Android phones. It's all of the above. And we wouldn't caught dead in the dollar store, because that's where people buy Android phones. They be in the dollar store buying their phones and activating. People buy iPhones because Android people are poor. You know what I'm saying? I think I said that already. Did I say that? Well, let's say it again, because Android people who buy Android phones are poor. They can't afford an iPhone. That's what it is. Another reason I wrote down is we don't want to talk to people who are on the green bubbles. If you're not in the blue bubble, you do not get a response. It's just what it is. I'm wearing blue because I'm a part of the blue bubble gang. Blue bubble gang, where you at? See, the green bubble people are normally Android people, and our iPhone people don't want to talk to people who are on a green bubble. Another reason why people buy iPhones is because FaceTime and iMessenger is the best place to talk to people. It's the best. What else can I say about that? If you're not a part of the Blue Bubble gang, you're not getting down. You know, FaceTime is better than Hangouts, Duo, all this other crazy stuff that Android comes out with. FaceTime is better than that. iMessenger is better than that. You know, Apple has sold millions of iPhones. You know, it's just what it is. Another reason why people buy iPhones is because the sales are important to the customers. You know what I mean? Customers care about the sales numbers that Apple produces because Apple as a company is the best. You know what I mean? Apple is the best company in the world. How can you top that? You can't. No. Android phones will never top the sales of iPhones. It just won't happen. And that's another thing. That's another reason why people buy iPhones, is because we don't have to worry about getting updates. There are brand new phones releasing on Android that just came out the same time this phone came out, which is the best phone in the world, the iPhone XS Max. This is going to be the #1 phone watch of 2018. I guarantee it. Because Apple Insider says so. Mac Rumors says so. Watch. This is going to be the best. But yeah, you know, that's just another reason. You know, another reason I wrote down is we have something that all Android users want. Memojis and emojis. Have you seen that crap that's on Samsung phones? AR emojis? You could talk and the mouth starts moving like 15 minutes later. It's horrible. People buy iPhones because we don't want to deal with that garbage. AR emojis. All they did was steal from Apple anyway, right? They just stole from Apple. Everybody steals from Apple. Apple is the best. So that's why everybody copies Apple's designs. Like this phone right here is actually using this technology. You know how much technology is in the tip of this phone right here? I mean, come on. Everybody knows that Apple is the creators and innovators of everything. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that Apple is the creators of the best. Apple does it all right. No, Apple's never wrong. And one of the last and final reasons is we are the trendsetters. If you buy an iPhone, you're a trendsetter. You're an important person. You know, if you buy an Android phone, you're not important. Nobody even cares. You're part of the poor crowd. Like nobody, who wants to talk to you? So if you don't have an iPhone, you're definitely not a trendsetter. No way. So in closing, I hope you made it all the way to this point in the video. I just want to say that people buy iPhones because they want to buy an iPhone. They like whatever they like on the iPhone, and that's just what it is, folks. Everything that I said in this video is pretty much just to have fun. People don't buy iPhones for what other people think that they bought an iPhone for. They buy an iPhone because they want to buy an iPhone. People who buy Apple products are not rich. They're not better than Android users. It's all technology. Everybody copies everybody. In fact, Apple has stolen so many things, design, software, from everyone. Same thing with Samsung, Android phones, all across the board, folks. There is no reason why a person is buying an iPhone over an Android, at least from the ones that I pointed out. Probably none of those reasons apply to Apple users. I'm an Apple user and I'm also an Android user. And my experience with people who buy iPhones, they feel like they're easy to use and they feel like it's the best option for them. That's just what it is. There's no specific reasons why people buy iPhones. Just not realistic. You buy what you like because you like it. If you have an iPhone, enjoy it. If you have an Android phone, enjoy it. That's just what it is. I see a lot of stuff online and I see a lot of stuff in forums. Android people going at Apple people going at Android people. They button heads. All for what? It's all tech, folks. Just enjoy it. It's your man Jay Will. I hope that you watched this entire video and you made it to this point and you learned exactly what I was trying to get across to you. See you in the next video.